Hi and welcome, it's Jody here, and today we're going to have a look at some of the different house sitting sites because this can be a really fun exercise so that you can start to tap into your imagination and just have a look and see what's out there and really start to think that the world is open, ready and waiting for you. So let's have a look at the main sites as well as a couple of other sites that aren't as well known, but they still get some pretty good listings up there every now and again as well. Okay, so let's just start here with house carers. The reason why I'm starting on this particular site is because this is the very first site I was ever a member of. It's $50 a year, and they do get house sits from all over the world, but when I was in Australia, it was really suitable to me because there was a lot of Australia and New Zealand house sits being listed at the time. So we'll just have a quick run through of the actual site. It's definitely been upgraded. It looks a lot better to what it was when I used to be a member of it. But the best part is that you can actually browse the houses that you can actually sit. So it's one of these matchmaking services where the homeowner will list their service, list their assignment, and the house sitters apply. So if we actually just start here and say let's look at all, the good part is it's actually showing the date that the listing was posted as well, so you can see how frequent it is. So this one here, we've got Australia posted on the 18th of January, so it is date order, 6 months though. So we've got a few different Australian ones showing up on this listing, but a number of ones in the US as well. So anything from 12 days to 6 months, 3 weeks, 4 days. We've got Malta here. That one's quite interesting for a couple of weeks. More in Australia. Keep scrolling down here through the Australias. Texas. Wow, that's a long one. From May 30th through to mid-October. Wow. Let's just keep going. Start of May to the end of May in Costa Rica. Highly recommend doing a house sit in Costa Rica. Anyone who gets the opportunity to do that will certainly enjoy it. 5 months in Maroochydore. Nice one. Bridging Streams. So you can see here that you get quite another one in Costa Rica. We've got Spain for 6 weeks. So whether it be just for a one-off holiday or an ongoing full-time house sitting experience, international house sitting experience like Nat and I are doing, you can see it certainly kind of get your imagination running wild here as to where you can go. So that's house carers. It's $50 to join, and they actually have a pretty cool little system here where you can join house carers for free. And let's just have a look here. So you've got an unpaid limited trial. So you can actually join, and when you're ready to apply for a house sit, then you actually pay. So really you have to be a paid member to be making the application, but it'll give you the chance to come in and actually set up a profile, etc. as well. So that's pretty cool. Now, just so you know, just being really transparent, we actually have an affiliate link for house carers. So we do actually earn a referral commission if anybody does join up through this, but we'll put together a little bonus package if anybody does do that through our link rather than just coming straight through the site. So you get something extra for it because you'd be paying the same price anyway. So I wanted to move on now to Mind My House. This one's a really cheap registration. It's only like $20 a year for house sitters. And I just want to actually come in and look because you can actually scroll. Oh, here you go. View our latest house sitting assignments. One couple that we have come across who are pretty much full-time house sitters as well. They're travellers and house sitters, and they just had paid their $20, put their profile up on here, and they've had a number of people, homeowners, actually reach out to them just for having a profile. So they've never actually used the site themselves to apply for sits, but just by having a profile on here, they've had people approach them. So it's probably well worth having. Let's have a look here. Oh, here we go. So scroll down. Well worth having a profile on this particular site as well. So there's some interesting ones in here. They're not actually showing the date that they've been listed, so they're not always up to date. But we've got all over the place. We've got Spain, US, Switzerland, Italy, Australia, US, Canada, Portugal, Africa. Wow, that's interesting. Lots of stuff. It just gets you so excited when you go into them. But yeah, well worth coming in here. So most of the house sits through House Carers, Mind My House, and Trusted House Sitters, which we'll get to in a moment, are actually what we call reciprocity driven. So some homeowners will put that they want you to pay for things, whether it be a long-term house sit, they want you to pay for the internet and TV. There was one that I saw in here that was going to cost you $200 a month to live right on the beach in Costa Rica, in Dominica, which is a very well-known surf beach, and a very laid-back lifestyle. So it just depends, and you've just got to be open-minded to what house sits are available there as well. I wanted to come in and quickly look at the oldest running service since 1983, the Caretaker Gazette, and they really need to update their website because it's so ugly and so outdated. But this is the only one out of our recommendations in our own free guide to getting started or getting the best international house sitting jobs. This is the only one that won't let you look and see what is available. So they're really running off their reputation, but if you are more interested in getting paid for caretaking roles, whether it be for a B&B or for a larger property, then it might be worthwhile looking at this particular site. I just need to check on how much it is actually to join. While that's just loading up, there's a couple here that I wanted to quickly run through that they're very cheap, and it's kind of like a little bit like you get what you pay for. This particular one, luxury house sitting, look, trust me, they're going for the keyword as opposed to providing you with luxury house sits, because there's not too many on here. It's $10 to join. A lot of the homes are not that luxury. We've probably had more luxury house sits ourselves through Trusted House Sitters, where our membership is, but again, a lot of the US here, and you can have a look through. There might be something for you. For $10, it might be worthwhile having a look. Another interesting one I came across was Sabbatical Homes. So this is really niching down and saying, well, okay, let's keep the academic community together, and they're providing, as it says here, resources for home exchanges and home rentals for within the academic community. So that might be something to have a look at if that's of interest, or if you've got if you want to be involved in that community. And for our senior citizens, a really ugly website again here, but Senior Sits is actually in conjunction or working in conjunction with House Carers. So it's providing a community, it's an extra $5, you pay $55 instead of paying just the $50 at House Carers. You can get access to the listings and a few other little goodies that this particular community is providing as well for senior citizens. So, well, I won't say senior citizens, I'll say probably more your retirees, over 50s. Doesn't mean you're senior at all. And of course the big one, before we come into Trusted House Sitters, I'll go back to Caretaker Gazette. Let's see how much it is here. Okay, so Caretaker's Gazette online, $29.95 a year, and if you're wanting to actually get the printed copy of the Gazette, it goes up from there as well. So that it's like paying for your subscription to the Gazette, the newsletter. But it will also let you see what's available. And like I said, this is probably more for if you're interested in getting paid caretaking jobs. They do have house sits listed as well. So moving on to where our membership is at the moment, which is with Trusted House Sitters. We first came across this site, really loved the layout, really loved the ease of being able to scroll through the assignments. Now I am logged in at the moment, so it is going to be showing the most recent assignments. So this little thing here that says 24-hour new listing, house sits with the 24-hour logo are only available to logged in members, which means you have to be a paid member to see the most recent ones. Now there's a lot of sits coming up in Trusted House Sitters all over the world now. I believe they have like 55 countries that have been listed. So with a lot more people coming in, this 24-hour exclusive preview gives you the opportunity to apply for the really good ones earlier than everyone else can see. So if you're not logged into this site or you're not a member of this site, when you come through, you'll be seeing the listings from, I'll just scroll down, from here onwards where it doesn't actually show up. So here's one, Home in Paradise for a month in Panama. It's right on the beach. It's a Canadian couple. So having a look at the actual existing listings here, you get to see a few photos of the place and the pets usually. It'll show a map of where it is, and of course they have, you know, what they expect you to do and the introduction, etc. So yeah, this one looks really good. I actually did put this into our community because it looks fantastic. But they've got these funny little dogs. What are they called? Chinese crested. So they've got the no hair. It's really cute. Okay, I think that is all I wanted to show you through today. We will eventually end up with a coupon code for you to get a discount on Trusted House Sitters. It is the most expensive one. The pricings are in here. There is a really good value if you are a homeowner and you're looking to house sit as well as get house sitters in. There's a really good deal with their combined membership. So it's only $89 to actually be on both sides of the coin. So I hope that's been a helpful insight, and you know, you can come along here. Even if you were to join all of them, it's still going to be less than $200, and you know, really in most cases, if you were to take a holiday, that is only really a couple of nights accommodation somewhere. So well worthwhile coming and joining up some of these sites. Stick with us. As our community grows, we'll be looking at getting some discounted memberships with as many of these sites as possible.